everybody. Today, I'm very happy for this opportunity to present my communication titled Public-Private Partnership and Emerging Concepts in the International Conference on Smart Technologies and Applied Research in Istanbul, Turkey. This communication will be presented by me, Wiam, a PhD student in Public Law and Political Science at the Qadi University. The research plan will be as follows. Introduction, the research problem, the methodology, a definition of public-private partnerships, reasons for using public-private partnership contracts, and at the end, we are going to have a conclusion. During the last decades, new public management tools called public-private partnership contracts have evolved exponentially. This emerged for the first time in the United Kingdom in 1981 in the form of the Private Finance Initiative during the government of Margaret Thatcher. Over time, this practice grew and was transferred to other countries, such as European countries, America, Canada, and African countries. In this context, our work revolves around the following problems. What are the reasons which influenced the emergence of public-private partnership contracts? Our research focused on a literature review using several sources, such as electronic resources, books, and journal articles. Definition of public-private partnerships. According to Philip Kosalter, the Private Finance Initiative is a British program whose main purpose was to encourage the completion of work and the management of services facilitating private financing or refinancing. Private finance initiatives have developed to bear the name of Public-Private Partnership Contract, which is defined by the OECD as a mutual agreement between the public sector and the private sector for the purpose of providing services. Reasons for using public-private partnerships. In his book, Public-Private Partnerships, Principles of Policy and Finance, and more, precisely in the chapter PPP for and against, Yuskamp asks the following question. Why has there been such a worldwide growth in interest in public-private partnerships over the last few years? The public sector reform movement, known as New Public Management, provides the theoretical background for public-private partnerships, but in reality, the main driver for growth is that public-private partnerships avoid limitations on public sector budgets. However, the dated debate on the merits and demerits of public-private partnership is a highly complex one. A variety of arguments is used by governments for promoting public-private partnerships projects, but many of these are of somewhat ex post nature. They are used to justify a decision which has already been taken for budgetary reasons. In order to be able to summarize the various reasons for using public-private partnership contracts, we will divide them into two categories: internal reasons and external reasons. For the internal reasons, there are several internal factors relating to the use of public-private partnership contracts, including financial reasons linked to the allocation of public debt, According to Jeffrey Delman, public-private partnerships contribute to the relief thanks to the distribution of functional obligation of the budgetary tensions exerted on public companies. The desire to benefit from the managerial capacities of the private sector also represents one of the internal factors. According to Mr. Turkey, private companies have the capacity to help with the construction of modern infrastructures and the optimum management of public services in network thanks to experts' high level. When we look at the external reasons which push us to resort to public-private partnership contracts, we find in particular the orientations of international organizations. For Amir Shafi, the literature relating to the various international financial institutions like the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the United Nations Commission on International Trade Law has given great importance to public-private partnership in determining their place in development policies. By way of conclusion, we can say that the study of the reasons for using public-private partnership contracts allows us to have an idea of the reason which allowed the emergence of these public management tools and the factors which influenced the states to use this type of contracts. And thank you.